Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Uh, okay. All right. So, welcome everyone. This is our market review and outlook. So we're looking at the market to see how what we're expecting for next week. So let me start with BSY, US currency dollar index. So we have already analyzed the monthly chart the other time. Want to look at this week to see what this week gave us. Last week bullish, this week also ended bullish. It means that we're expecting more higher prices for the US dollar. US dollar is going up. It's bullish, currently bullish, and it broke this resistance. It broke this resistance. It did RBS on the weekly time frame. I'm expecting it to get to 100 in the coming weeks. So let's go to if you look at if you look at November, in the month of November, it started selling and came to the low of 97 in December. Then it's been coming back and it's targeting this high. It's targeting this high. So let's go to daily time frame. And if you come to daily time frame, it's actually a macro where I do the RVS. Okay. So dollar has been buying, it's been bullish, it's been coming up, giving us higher prices. And finally, after many days, it broke this resistance with the RVS. So it's going to sell to pick order from around here and then it's going to buy and probably target this favor with that, bearish favor with that. So it's bullish. So let's look at 4 hour time frame and see what we have based on SRP. Um, we did a sweep here, then there is a B setup, broke above, we didn't do full retracement, it came to 0.5 and picked order because market has been ranging. And here, did this, broke above, came to almost 0.5, picked order. Now, what we have is that it also broke above, it also did RBS here. So it's going to come down a little bit to pick order. And as it's coming down a little bit to pick order, the EU and the GU will buy to pick their sell order. This one will sell to pick a buy order. And then once they have picked order, this one will start buying while EU and GU will start selling. So, so BSY is bullish. It means that the pairs that are connected to BSY, EU, USD, um, GBP, USD, all those pairs, they will be bearish because they go directly inversely to they trade directly inversely to the dollar. So let's look at EU. OAE, can you hear me? Welcome.
Yes, boss, I can hear you.
Uh, so you can EU. We have a setup here. I can delete it and then the market. Okay, the weekly time frame on Euro USD. So if you look at Euro USD, here it broke this low, and this week ended with an SBR. After breaking this low, it went up to this fair value gap, weekly fair value gap, and picked a sell order. Since then, it's been selling, and this week it broke this low again. It broke this low. So I expect it to come up a little bit around here, then pick order, and it's targeting this low. He tried to break it the other time, he couldn't, and this time he's going to break it because he faced rejection here. He got the liquidity it was looking for here, and he's going to finally break this low. He's going to finally break this low. So, and this is the weekly time frame. This is a massive break of structure on the weekly time frame that he did here. So let's look at the daily time frame. So after breaking this low, it came to this fair value gap and tapped it and 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 then sold. I expect it to still come and properly mitigate it. I expect it to still come and properly mitigate it, and then if you target this low, you target this low. What I have, except it has started paying out, but what I still have here is, if you see that SRP has been paying out, this is a ranging market, and it has not been giving us what we want. Here, after creating this, instead of using this two range, we use this small range and picked order 0.6 here and sold. We came here and formed the range inside the range here, picked order 0.6 and sold. Alright, so then here it also came here, it broke this low, did SDR here, broke this low. And not just that it broke this low, it did something. I want to point out something. It's daily time frame and why EU is very, very bearish. So this low was the low that created the high. So, this is the low that created the high. Can you see my chart? Can you see my chart?
Yes.
So this low created the high. This low created all these high. And market has been testing it. When market first came here, people that here, this is a massive demand zone. It's a massive demand zone. Price always reacts here. Price always try to buy from here or sell from here. It was selling from here, but when price goes above it, price uses it as demand zone. So support becomes resistance becomes support. And all these buys we are seeing started from this way. It held it to this high. And price has never broken it before. The last time price broke the way, you can see that was in October. That was in October, the last time price broke this low in October. And when price broke this low, it sold massively to this low. And later price reclaimed this demand zone and we bought and targeted this high. Now, for the first time since that time, price broke this low with the body of a candle on the daily time frame. Not just the daily time frame, also the weekly time frame. And that is massive. It means that price will come here, between here and here, pick order, and then sell and target this bullish favor that target there's a liquidity, target this security, and this time around it will probably break this way and this way. But what we know is that for now it's coming is breaking, it's picking an order here and it will target the liquidity here. So this is a massive SBR on the daily time frame. So this place, this demand zone has now become a resistance zone. It means that price will use this place to sell. It was using this place to buy before, now it's going to use this place to sell. So that is why this is, what happened last week was very, very critical. So all these places, this has been mitigated. This has been mitigated. So let's now look at this one and what price did here. There's a liquidity graph, and this is the range. So I'm expecting price to still come up because now it did indifferent. This is indifferent. It came to 0.5 and picked another and sold. And some people thought that the sell has started. Next week, price is going to start by buying. In market that will sell, we will start by buying. It's buying because it needs liquidity around here. It needs liquidity. So our SL will be here, will be above this high. It's buying because it needs liquidity. Why DSY is bullish? It will sell to pick up a buy order and then it will buy. So this one will start buying. I'm assuming that it's going to start by buying, pick up liquidity. If you come to 1 hour time frame, you're going to see some liquidity here that has not been properly mitigated. Very favorable gap. And if you come to about 5 minutes, you're also going to see this very favorable gap. However, price can still do whatever it wants because this is a ranging market. If you see the price action here, terrible. This is a ranging market. You can start by selling. Whatever it does, we are not going to bend our rules because of the market. Let the market bend to your will and give you exactly your setup. It's only when we see our setup that we can trade. If we don't see our setup, leave it. Then market will give us, if it wants to select itself, it will give us another setup. So, but what I'm expecting is that market will come up here and pick our sell order, then and then start the actual sell. That's what I'm looking at here. So let's come to G. Alright. For GU, the same thing happened. I've been expecting sell on GU for a long time. And it's been buying and buying and buying while EU is selling. So what are we looking at? Okay. So after a very long time, G also broke this way. It broke this one, bought and picked order. Now it has broken this way. I'm expecting it to also buy, pick a sell order, and that's selling. So what are we looking at? So this one has already happened. It did a liquidity sweep, came here and picked an order. But there is one that is here. There's one that is here for 4 hours. So on the daily time frame, the this particular can be closed bearish, which is massive. This SBR on the daily time frame, closed bearish, and came here to pick an order. Did what you did, but this is not a full mitigation. So if you come to 4 hour time frame, you will see I also have a setup here. So when you mark it, this one came very close to 0.6 because this is a ranging market. You didn't do a deep pullback and it sold. So this place has been mitigated. And this is a liquidity graph. So now let's look at this one. It also started with a liquidity graph. Price did SBR, broke this way. So let's look at this. So it just touched 0.5, which is an investment region. And this as if it has started selling. So I'm expecting price to still come and come to our 2Y, which is here, between 0.6 to 0.7. So if we come to 1 hour time frame, you will see that there's a liquidity there that has not been mitigated. You can see that when price goes below this low, it left that liquidity. It has not been properly mitigated. And then 45 minutes, you will also see. So I'm expecting price to come there. However, this general market is still trying to stabilize. General market is always like this. Price can still sell. Price can still not tap it and just start selling. That does not mean that you will just chase prices. No, it doesn't mean that you will bend to the will of the market. Only allow market to give you a setup. If you don't get a setup, leave it. It will sell and give us another setup. It will sell and give us another setup. So I think Monday is uh, a holiday, a bank holiday. I don't think market will open on Monday. We'll go check. I think Monday is a holiday. If market doesn't open on Monday, it means market will open on Tuesday, and then it was yeah. So it means we are expecting market to open on Tuesday, but I will check that and give us an update. So this is what I'm expecting. Whether it picks or not, it is very. It will pick the order. It will pick the order, sell order, then and then it's going to break this way. And where is it coming to? It's coming to this favorable gap. It's coming to this favorable gap, and it's coming here. Since it broke a bull here, it has not retested this zone. It has not really retested this zone. So it's coming here, and probably it may get to here before it start buying again. So, but what we know is we're not looking at where to buy. This is a bearish market. We're looking at where to sell from. So this market has been selling, and the sell has been confirmed. And you can see even the day people that trade daily, you see it did a liquidity graph broke below. Did a liquidity graph broke below, and it's going to sell. It's going to sell, and it's coming here. So that is what we have on G. That's what we have on G. So expecting sell. Then on USD JPY, so let's look at JPYS. JPYS. To understand what is happening for JPY first, we need to look at JPYS. Now JPYS, breaking below, instead of breaking below with the body of a candle, they say us that market is bearish. It did a sweep. It did a sweep. This is a rejection candle on the weekly time frame. So weekly, the price action is not clear. Now let's come to the daily time frame. The daily time frame, it was bullish. Person. So market ended bullish in the daily time frame. That was why I didn't, give up, say anything about USDJPY. Don't just assume. So this is RBS on the daily time frame. It means JPYS is bullish. And if it is bullish, it means other JPY pairs will be bearish. It's buying is probably going to do a little bit of sell, keep order, and and just keep buying. I heard that Japan, because this thing is not just about trading, it's about the Japanese economy. Can you see hear me? Can you see hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right. So this is about the Japanese economy. The economy has been down because you can see that the JPYF has been selling, it's been bearish for a long time, and it's affecting Japan. To the extent that India overtook them as the fourth largest economy in the world. India overtook the Indian economy, overtook Japan, the economy of Japan. So I heard that they want to intervene, or the Japanese government wants to intervene, and all this intervention is making JPYS bullish, and then JPY pairs bearish. For JPY pairs are the top, they are at all-time high, and they need to come down. That's why we don't have any setup for JPY. We don't just chase prices. We need correction. So now JPYS is good on the daily time frame. Means so let's look at USD JPY. So JPYS is good and USD just beats SBR. It's bearish. So, but let's look at the weekly time frame. It did a sweep. The other one did a sweep, a rejection of buy. The other one did a rejection of sell. This one did a rejection of buy. So all of these buy did their rejection. This is a massive rejection candle. Means that the sellers absorbed all the buy. Doesn't want to buy anymore for now. Doesn't want to buy. Rejected it. And after rejecting it, what did we see? It goes below. it closed the way, did an SVR, closed the way here, all this way. It means that it just confirmed their, just confirmed their, the liquidity grab, that grab at the top and closed the way, massive. And what I'm seeing at the daily time frame, if anybody is going to buy, the key range is here. If you see this liquidity grab, you could see when it broke above the body of the candle RVS, so if anybody wants to buy this, but this person needs to sell and probably come around here, and from here the buy will continue. So it is at all-time high, and that's why this sell has been activated. Sell has been confirmed. So let's come to 4 hours and see if we have any setup. So in 4 hours, the first one we had, this was when it closed below. The first time it closed below, around here, and then let's check. And it didn't really give us a good graph here, but let's look at it. This general market has just been, it's as if it's selling from different region, not really giving, just partially mitigating the fair value gap. If you see that fair value gap, it didn't really come to our sell zone. We just stopped 0.5, like what we. That's why a lot of people have been missing setup. Some people that now try to chase price, the price is hitting their SL. So you could see that what it did, so it has mitigated this area as far as it's concerned, and it created another sell setup. And this time around, it did a repeated graph, and then here, close below a little bit. It couldn't break below all this with the body of a candle, but let's mark this. So if we mark this, there's a fair value gap at 0.6. So I'm expecting it to come up there, and then from there, if with confirmation, it will sell. This is risky. Any sell here is risky, but if if the market gives us strong confirmation, we can try this. Try this. So that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. But I will avoid this pair for now. Let it finish all the sell and start buying. I will avoid this pair for now. But this is setup. And I would have loved if it has broken through all of these lows with the body of a candle, so that it will be very, very clear, very, very obvious. But this is what we have. This is what it gave us. It's a ranging market, a messy price action. So it's going to come to this favorable gap, probably come to this sell zone and then sell. And the objective target is here. SL is above this. GBPJPY, GBPJPY, GBPJPY. Did the same thing. This is a rejection. It did the same thing. A rejection of buys. The daily time frame. I think this one is giving a clearer price action. It closed below. For 3 days, it's been selling. It's massive sell. It's currently at a huge level gap. Okay? It's as if it's at a place where I'm supposed to buy, but I wouldn't buy this because VPYS is big. You see that it's also doing what the other forex players are doing. The mitigation is not really doing a full mitigation. So this one did a full mitigation. Okay, this one happened. Came to 0.7 and picked the sell order, and then what do we have here? Since then, price has not returned. It just kept selling. Since then, price has not returned. It just kept selling. So the setup is not clear. Yes, it's bearish. but the setup we have is not really okay. What I'm seeing, if we broke all these rules, what I'm seeing is if this is a free range, it should come to this bearish level that pick an order and start selling. But this, I will just stay away. Let these pairs become bullish, and then we can play them. Let's look at gold. I don't trade gold, but let's take a look at gold. Dollar is bullish, so I expect gold to be bearish. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Of course, gold is not always moving in the direction of the US dollar. There are a lot of factors that affect gold. If there's tension in the global economy, so a lot of things have been happening. People are worried that the US economy, the global economy is weak, and they have been putting their money in silver and gold. They've been putting their money in silver and gold. And gold is bullish. The last week ended bullish. So gold is bullish. Gold is bullish. It goes bullish. So let's look at the daily time frame. You see, instead of closing bearish, this candle couldn't break below the body of the candle. Rather, it came here to pick an order. Came here to pick an order. So gold is bullish. So let's look at 4 hours. So what I'm seeing in gold on 4 hour, if you need to sell a little bit, this candle closed below the body of the candle. We have a little bit of SBR here. We have a little bit of SBR. There's a fair value gap. Okay, it mitigated it. And there are other fair value gaps that have not been mitigated. And look at this place too. Gold can come as low as this place. So, but let's look at if you come to 4 hours, gold was giving some setup I mean if you come to 1 hour, it was giving some SRP on 1 hour. And that was what it was using to sell. So let's look at it. The moment gold closed below here, the moment gold closed below, you have this candle that closed below. It started selling. The moment it closed below this resistance to the body of the candle, it started selling. So it turned this whole place into a resistance zone. It started selling. And since then it's been selling. It has not broken above this resistance. And what again did they do? It closed below here again with the body of the candle. So on 1 hour, you could see it clearly. It closed below here with the body of the candle. So it's bearish. It will sell. He picked a sell order here. So I expect to see gold sell a little bit. So I expect to see gold sell a little bit before it start buying again. It's bullish, but it is at the premium zone. It will need to come down to this kind of zone. Since since this sweep was done, it did a sweep, it has not come here. And there's a value. If gold can come here and give a massive confirmation on 1 hour time frame, it will start it will resume the buy from here. So that is it for those that trade gold. I will not advise newbie traders to trade gold. You trade the pairs that match the stage, your stage in your trading journey. Gold is for experienced traders because a lot of factors affect gold. Is there any other pair that you want us to look at before we go to synthetic indices? Is there any other pair?
Have you seen GBP USD? GBP USD, have you analyzed it?
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
I came late.
yes, yes, yes. It's there, it's analyzed it.
How about GBP JPY?
Yes, we have analyzed it.
All right, all right. I'll see the recording. All right.
Okay, so let's head to so what have we been having here on this pair. This 25 has been bearish. It's been bearish. First of all, book all this rules here, and this was the first setup I had on this pair. It started with the previous graph, broke all the rules. I was expecting it to come up here and sell. It didn't, which means it can still come here. It can still come here. I think that's what it's going to do. And then it started giving us this setup. So it now broke this rule. So when it broke this rule, and look at this, with this security graph, it broke this rule, even though this is not an A setup, but it broke this rule and came to 0.7, picked a sell order and started selling. And it delivered. Since then, after delivering to the objective target, the sell stop and it's been buying since then. But I want to show you something that happened in this pair before it sold. Because every pair have their personality. Every pair has their personality. There's a kind of confirmation this pair gives on 1 hour time frame. So that the next time you see it, you will not be surprised. So before it sold, this was what it did. It came here, did a sweep, broke the low. Let me remove this. It broke this low. After doing a sweep, it broke this low. Did SBR here. And then after that, it did inducement. Sometimes some of the people they do that. They do that. It did inducement here. So this is liquidity. And after doing that, it came to that high again. It came to this high, and this was where it sold from. This is where it sold from. So if we mark our Fibonacci on 1 hour, this is what we have. So what we have is an SRP, type 2 SRP. So type 1 is basically the one where price comes to 0.618 and you can order and sell or buy. Type 2 is where it comes to 0.7, 0.8. And type 3 is where it does 100% retracement, where it goes to 1. It's actually where the trade started from. It goes to 1. So this is type 2. I'm going to talk about it more next week when we look at SRP. So this was what we did. So this time around, we cleared this inducement, and that was where the sell started. And that was when we finally took this row and delivered to the target. And so if we come back to 4 hours, it now used a buy SRP to start buying. So let's look at it. For 4 hours, it now came here and did RBS here, showing that it wants to buy. And it did a little repeated graph here. So let's mark it. This is the high of the range. This is the low of the range. Price broke above here at the bottom of the candle. Came to 0.7 and picked order. So then it's been buying. So this pair, this particular pair, your first structure, your first SRP, but the range, it is good for short swings. It's not the kind of trade that it will probably stay in one bias for weeks. No, it sold. You could see that it sold that day, and then it confirmed buy, and then it's been buying. However, it is still bearish on the higher time frame. It's just buying into another sell zone. Probably buying come here because it has not used this range. It just created another range and sold from there. So that's why I say it should not take price. EU, GU, if they don't come to our POI, leave it. It will probably go and create another setup somewhere else and then you can enter there. So this one created this amazing setup and did not come around here. So it may do that now. It just created a setup here and kept using it. Now he created this buy SR2, picked order at 0.7, and since then, this was when he delivered to target. Since then, he's been buying. Came to this resistance, it's facing resistance here. The price action here, so there's nothing we can do here. There's nothing. There's nothing we can do here. So when the buyers, when market is not clear, it has sold, it has bought. Right now, it's just ranging. There's no clear setup here. So price will just be hitting people out here. So when price start doing something like this, you stay away. Stay away. Nothing is here. So let's look at this 75. Alright, the 75 has been bearish. If you look at 24 hours daily time frame, it's been bearish. And it's been respecting this trend line. I'm not a fan of trend line because price can break the trend line at any time. But it's been respecting this trend line. It has not broken against it to the word of a candle. It's been bearish. But something happened. Something happened. So let's look at it on 4-hour time frame. So when we did a repeated sweep here and broke this low now created a new lower low. SVR. It created a new lower low. And I was expecting price to come up here. So I marked the range then. I was expecting price to come up here because I noticed that there was liquidity here. There was this green candle in the middle of the red candles. I noticed that price could come there. And price tapped our normal 0.6 type 1. That is type 1 SRP and sold from there. The second time again, it came close to this place and sold. But I now noticed that on the 8-hour time frame and on 24-hour time frame, it couldn't break below that low, the body of the candle. Let me come to 8 hours. This sell that happened could not break below this low, the body of the candle, which means that this is still the high of the range. The second sell that happened also could not break this low, the body of the candle. So what we had in this second sell was that price actually started buying. Because I was saying that price is going to clear the inducement here. This phase became inducement, this phase became inducement. Price is going to clear before the new sell will happen. And so what happened? So if you mark this as a repeated graph, and this is RVS, when price started buying, this was what it did. This is the low of the range. This is the high of the range. It came to 0.6, picked order and delivered. And when it came here, it cleared it. And so it's selling from this range, from this particular range. Okay. Selling from this range. So let's mark this. So I was not expecting price to give us a confirmation on 1-hour time frame. So selling from this range. It came here and started selling. So let's come down to 1 hour. Remove this. Because here, when we picked the sell order, it broke this support zone and gave us our setup. This is 1 hour. Inside the 4-hour POI, you see picked order for 0.6 and started selling. Same thing happened here. And this kind of confirmation is strong because now if you want to do partial mitigation, let's say price goes below, you see price goes below here and kept buying. It closed below again, kept buying. So this kind of confirmation where you just use engulfing, it can fail you. It's always better to wait for price to do the full range and give a confirmation. So here, this was what it did when it came to the 1 hour clear, sell clear. This was when it formed the full range. The high of the range, low of the range, and it came to 0.6 and picked others and sold. And in fact, that was what it has been doing. The same thing here. Because this pair respects structure very well. It came here, broke the low. This is the low of the range. It picked others 0.7 and sold. Now, it now came to this hour zone. Instead of picking order, after breaking this low, instead of coming back to pick our order, it just kept selling. It just kept selling. And this is something that Mark Douglas mentioned. Then Mark Douglas said that sometimes the market may tempt you to disobey your rule. The market may move in a way that it will not do what it's supposed to do. It will not give you that confirmation you're looking for, making you to disobey your rule. So let's say you enter from here without that confirmation, and then you win the trade. Next time it does something like this, you then enter, market will then retrace and hit you out because this is a one-time off event. This is trying to bend to the will of the market. You only wait, you wait until market gives you a setup. If you don't see your setup, you leave it. So maybe this is the market still forming the free range. I was expecting it to clear this low. Maybe it now feels like it has formed the free range. Although this is a massive sell, it now feels like it has formed the free range and wants to start buying back. And this is a massive range of power. And probably come around here and sell. So whatever it does, we will see if it wants to clear the low before buying. Of course, it has confirmed sell. Whatever it does, if you retest here, you can still confirm it, get our confirmation within 15 minutes before we enter the sell. Whatever it does, we will see it. So we just observe. We just observe it. And the reason why I say that here, that this market will clear here before it sells, is because I've seen it happen on this pair several times. You will see, it created this range, broke this way. These other ones could not break the low with the bottom of a candle. This one couldn't break this one. So if this one came here, swept this high here, picked order from here, and sold this way. The same thing happened in this month as well. Did a liquidity sweep, broke this low, and came here. These ones, we picked order here at 0.6, but they could not break this low with the bottom of a candle effectively. And that was when you will know that it's going to now use all these places as inducement. So this one came back here around 0.7, 0.8, picked order, and so this was the one that broke the way. So this pair has been doing that. This pair has been doing that. So, but in each one, it gives confirmation. Even here, even on 4 hours, when it came, even on 4 hours, when it came here to pick the order, you can see even on 4 hours, it gave this confirmation. After breaking this way, it came and bought and picked order. It didn't just start selling. So sometimes market can just tempt you to break away. You should not do that. You should not do that. So whatever this market does, whatever the 75 does, we will be paying attention to the price action next week. It is bearish. It can clear this low and then it will buy and probably come by the time this range is fully formed, we will know what it's doing and then we know where to expect the sell from. So, but it's bearish. It's bearish on the higher time frame and it's been selling since today. You see that it did a liquidity grab even though this is not our A setup, but it did a liquidity, it swept this high and since then this today's candle has been selling. Look at all the sellers targeting this low to break it. After breaking it, you may want to target this one before coming up again. And when it comes up, is when we get our confirmation that we can enter the sell. So that is what we have. That's what we have. I'm avoiding this 100 for now. This 100, I think, is been buying. It's been on a massive buying spree. after getting to lower road, the lowest lower road, the buying, breaking all the highs. So it's currently bullish. So I'm not seeing any good setup on the pair. So that's why if market is not giving you the setup you're looking for, you leave it. I'm avoiding it for now. Does anybody have any questions so far? Thank you for joining us. Any questions so far? Any question?
No question.
None
boss.
for
No
now. None
question.
for now. I'll watch the replay for the ones I missed.
Yes. All right. So thank you for joining us. Next week is going to be amazing. Please, risk management is to be a priority. The risk management, even the market makers, even the people that have a hedge fund, risk management, no matter how perfect the setup is, do not go all in. Do not risk all your money. Market can still do whatever it wants. Risk management. Then the forex pairs market is ranging. If you don't see your setup, don't force it. You can be trading synthetic if you know if you're a synthetic trader. So, but whatever, do not bend to the will of the market. Allow the market to come to you, give you your setup, give you exactly what you're looking for, and then you enter the trade. Do not break your rules because you think that you saw a perfect setup and the market didn't give you confirmation or complete confirmation and then you enter, it can hit you out. So risk management is very, very important. Continue to respect your rules, continue to apply your rules, and then trade your setup. A setup. That's the only way you can survive in the market. Capital preservation is the priority. Capital preservation is the priority. I wish us a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, boss.